inversions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to CPN Curtis's Podcast Network. And we're going to be talking all about the Jags today on DUUUVAL Thursday, number 14, live, hosted with my main man, Isaiah Michelli, DUUUVAL's finest. You can find him in the chat. You can find him in Twitter. You can find him most places, but also work, wherever that is anonymously.
Yeah.
Anonymously. But yeah, we're here to talk Jags and do all of the DUUUVAL related shenaniganery. And we're glad to have you here. So hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000. Hit the follow button if you're on Facebook or Twitter. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First, Isaiah, how you been, bro?
I've been working, been good. Just making that money, you know.
Hell yeah.
It's been a pretty quiet off season, which honestly is not a bad thing. So it's been chilling.
Yeah. I'm
Your mic is like super spotty.
I'm very ready for football.
Ah, there you are. Yes, me too.
Yes. I'm basically. Hey, that game was fun, right?
Sure. You just sound like you're talking through a paper towel tube. That your mic's like cutting in and out.
How about now?
That's much better. For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, no, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. But I'm just tired of having to fill for off-season discussion. You know, I just would rather be able to be like, that play against the Texans was pretty damn phenomenal. I'm looking for something like that.
Cue Verizon advertising. We're not sponsored yet, Jeff. Shut up. Yeah. It'll be nice, you know. Like, oh man, Calvin Ridley from Trevor Lawrence for 78 yards, touchdown. Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah, but instead we're daydreaming about training camp and talking about articles. Speaking of, ESPN had one. Basically, all of the non-QB potential MVPs for each AFC team. That's a lot of repeating syllables there, and that kind of hurt. Felt like Dr. Seuss a little bit. But in this article, it had the Jaguars non-QB MVP candidate as Josh Allen. And in the article, it actually says that it could have gone to Calvin Ridley, depending on how this shakes out or whatever. But for this article, it went with Josh Allen. And basically, he's saying that he is their premier edge rusher. He's going to have to go out here and put his best foot forward. Jags. And, what is your reaction to this?
I don't like it.
All right, go on.
I don't like it. Josh Allen is a very mid pass rusher, and I don't want a guy who's being my starter who gets 8 sacks a year. Like I want 12, 14, 20, 15. I want more. I mean, he's an all right overall defender, but I think that we could definitely get a better replacement, and I really hope that Some of the young guys go off pretty good. Titans and Colts podcasters really think Jags won't repeat. I've been trolling. They're trolling by thinking that we won't repeat. They don't actually think that. They just have to try and make money. Hey, we're at 351.
Hey.
These issues keep on acting up. I'm about to be the host of this episode.
Is it any better now?
It's better now. Yeah, like it comes back and it's good. And then like every time you got to ask me a question, like mid question, it just kind of cuts out.
No.
But it's okay. We'll roll with it.
That's whack.
It is pretty whack, but I understood most of that one. So,
I mean, yeah. What? He's in the last year of his contract, right?
5th year option. We're spending $11.5 million. Why? Just let him go.
Well, I mean, who else they got? Who's close enough?
Anyone?
Anyone?
Devin Lloyd. Put Devin Lloyd out there.
What is your fascination with putting off-ball linebackers in edge rushing positions?
My fascination, Curtis, is that I read draft profiles and I watch players in college.
Yeah, I mean,
Devin Lloyd rolled to outside linebacker a lot in college. He had like 9 sacks his senior year as a off-ball linebacker.
Yeah, doesn't make him an edge rusher.
I never said he was.
Well, you're talking about using him as an edge rusher.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen isn't an edge rusher.
Yes, he is.
He's a glorified big man. He doesn't do anything.
He's an edge rusher.
He doesn't rush much. He's an edge walker, maybe.
I mean, I guess if you want to get real technical about it. Oh God. So what? You don't think there's any shot that he can live up to this? Whoever wrote that article?
No. I think whoever wrote that article is an idiot.
Really?
Yep.
So you're fully committed to the idea of just get him out.
Oh, I think the lightsaber's running out of juice. Yeah, no, I mean, I would have been fine with us like trading him or letting him walk this year. Like,
and he had 7 sacks, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, that's quite normal.
This open Jags won with 9 games. They're certainly the favorites, but Texans and Colts could surprise. Yeah, but Jeff, the problem is Jacksonville got better.
Yeah.
Like you're saying they only got 9 wins as if they got worse.
I made the point in my last Texans pod to talk about how the Jaguars are the only team who either who didn't either stay neutral when it comes to improvement, but actually just improved. Like they lost people and got better at those spots. They're the only ones in the division who did that across the board with every single move.
Yep.
Yeah, Robert, I looked it up too. But that doesn't mean he could be an edge rusher. There's a whole other physical prowess there.
Anyone can be an edge rusher.
No.
If Josh Allen can do it, I can do it. Doesn't mean I'll be good at it, just like he's not, but
I mean, I guess.
I could trip somebody every once in a while. They're the faves, though, with all the changes. I think AFC South. I think it's very easy to say that they're the favorites, Jeff, because they're the only ones without a new quarterback, and then they're not. The Titans just don't count. They're bad. It's hard to say it's open with 2 rookie quarterbacks, especially when one is a project that shouldn't have even gone in the first round.
Yes, and Jeff also, the Texans did improve, but they still have a lot of questions.
I do too, Darian.
The Jaguars have few question marks on their whole team. I mean, at certain points during the draft, early on, they were drafting players for depth.
Yeah,
which is a prime position you want to find yourself to be in, and they're doing that. Whereas Houston and the Colts, and to a lesser extent the Titans, brought in new bodies to fill in some holes, but they still have holes. Whereas the Titans just made more holes glaring.
We got 8 people up in here. Thanks, guys.
I know, it's the most watched one so far.
I know,
since
right?
since
AFC
this.
South should be really interesting. It makes me almost glad YouTube stole $400 from me to watch the games. Yeah, well, the Jaguars stole $2,200 from me, so we're there.
Yeah.
Actually, 2,000. I don't know. Anyway,
I think Calvin
Okay.
Ridley will have a stellar year with us after being suspended for 2022. Look, I agree. I think that he's come into a situation with a young quarterback who was, I mean,
Me too.
it's not like he did terrible despite having a presumed number 2 playing at number 1. They found ways, and they were creative, and they were able to spread the ball around. And now that they have a true one, everybody can go back to their natural fits. And I think this offense will actually run a lot smoother.
Okay, question. Who do you think is going to be the worst division this year?
The NFC South.
Me too.
I mean, it's not even close. Titans and Colts don't have an O-line. Good thing QBs can run. Yeah, look, you're true. You're true. Look, the Titans and Colts don't have great O-lines. The Titans basically, outside of Tannehill and Derrick Henry, are done.
Bro, TF's onto my ass.
That's my right hand. So I mean, like there's a lot that the other 3 teams in the South have to do to be on the same level organizationally and like drafting for depth rather than drafting for need that the Jags are at right now. And they didn't plateau last season. That wasn't a flash in the pan. That is going to be a marker of the future. Trevor Lawrence was a generational quarterback coming out. Now he has weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titans will be in the cellar.
Yep, not a fan.
All it takes for the Titans to be in the cellar early is injuries.
Yeah, no shit.
Some injuries, and then all of a sudden, we're sitting here talking about how the Titans won 2 games with Will Levis.
Heck yeah.
But yeah. And then you were talking before the show about a tier list of QBs that CBS had put out.
Yes, yeah.
And they had, well, just regale us with what that basically was about.
Listing the tiers of the QBs. It was
Well,
yeah, because you had the big 3 and the Josh Allen, you had the Patrick Mahomes, you had the Joe Burrow. Me too, Jeff. I would love to hang out with Matt McAfee. Jesus Christ, Pat McAfee as well. But yeah, then Trevor Lawrence was in tier 2. That's like the first time anybody's ever given him his credit, besides like Colin Cowherd. But he's and Nick, whatever his name is, they're just crazy. But they're crazy for the right reason, so it's okay. But yeah, he was in tier 2 with Lamar, who I don't whatever, Justin Herbert, and oh god, there was another guy, Jalen Hurts. That's the one, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
It hurts.
Big Jalen Hurts. I am not I'm not bullish on his future.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, no.
I like Jalen Hurts.
I don't see it. I don't see it working.
He's got the weapons. It ain't gonna be the weapons.
I know it's not gonna be the weapons, but I just like long term. I don't see it.
Matt McAfee, yeah, I know. TF, shut up. This guy. Well,
sorry, hold on. I'm
good night, Foot up, kid.
I'm just sharing things. Do you have that tier list in front of you?
Oh, I mean, I can pull it back up.
I mean, we gonna need it.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Sorry, I'm also just sharing the.
Hurts keeps running. He won't last long. Trevor runs too, so.
Yeah. He doesn't run like Hurts.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. We could join them next year. Mr. Hubbard, who Trevor beats out all the time. Lamar Jackson, who Trevor also beats. Jalen Hurts, good times. Intrigue with question. The tier 3, we got Rodgers, Stafford, Tunga Viloba. Jalen Fields, good lord, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Weinstein, Russell Wilson, Tier 4, Goff, Prescott, Geno Smith, Cousins, Tannehill, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo. Future potential can win with them guys. Mac Jones, Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy. Last but not least, Kyler Murray, Sam Howell, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, and Ritter in the no clue, man. And then the rookies. Yeah, they're the rookies.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like Hurts is another in the same vein as Lamar Jackson, and I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't see it working out for him. He'll go the way of McNabb.
Resist urge to make these nuts joke. Anyways.
So I figured we might go ahead and make our own list, but of the AFC wide receiver rooms. Do you happen to have any of that pulled up at the moment?
I can.
I mean, I got all the teams written out here. So all right, let's. It's S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D, and F.
Okay. Are we including tight ends or no?
Wide receivers only.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw out a team. You tell me where they belong.
Okay.
And yeah. Chargers.
B
tier. All right. Jets. Nicole Hardman. At the moment, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb.
B. It's like a B minus.
The Steelers. George Pickens.
C. Well, what are we going to? Like all the way to F or?
Yeah, I told you we had S through F.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd move the Steelers down to D.
Really? All right.
All they have is Pickens.
Who'd they draft this year?
I couldn't tell you. Another tight end. They drafted that dude from Georgia. I don't know what wide receivers they got.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did get Washington. The Baltimore Ravens.
C. Odo Beckham's a glorified wide receiver 3. Would you rather win the AFC South but Lawrence gets injured or be a wild card and have to face the Ravens first week of the playoffs? Oh, 100% face the Ravens first week of the playoff. We'll kick their ass again. Dude, we're the Ravens kryptonite.
The Jags are not afraid of the Ravens.
I don't think anybody's afraid of the Ravens.
That's true. Nobody should be afraid of the Ravens. The Raiders. Devontae Adams, and then no one, because Waller's gone, and even though he's a tight end,
I'm gonna
think Renfro's gone.
C, just because of Devontae Adams. C.
Okay. Raiders. The Miami Dolphins.
A.
Okay. The New England Patriots.
F.
Who they have? Devontae Parker.
F.
Oh wait,
exactly.
The Raiders brought in Jacoby Myers as well.
Doesn't change their rating.
I was just letting you know. Okay. Patriots F. The Bills. Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis.
I put him at B. I'm not sold on Gabe Davis.
The Bengals.
S. Bengals have the best wide receiver core in the league.
The Browns.
Oh God, who's even on the Browns?
Amari Cooper.
F.
Cedric
F.
Okay. The Broncos. Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy.
I'm gonna go with C. They would be high. They would be a B if Cortland Sutton didn't get hurt every other play.
That's true. And Kansas City Chiefs.
Honestly, C.
Okay.
I think they have a lot of like hard worker guys, not a lot of like talent. You know.
Yeah.
I can respect it though.
TF says the Dolphins will win their division. Book it. I like the confidence. All right, and that brings us to the AFC South. Quick rundown of the list here. S tier alone, the Cincinnati Bengals. A tier alone, the Dolphins. The B tier, Chargers, Jets, Bills. C tier, Ravens, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs. That's pretty funny. The Steelers, Patriots, or the Steelers are in D tier, and the F tier, Patriots and the Browns. And so with the AFC South, let's start off in the cellar, the Houston Texans.
Although when you said the cellar, I thought you were talking about the Titans.
Well, I mean, we can't.
Honestly, I would give the Texans a C.
What makes you give them a C?
Tank Dell.
Interesting. Okay.
I think Tank Dell is going to be really good, and they got Xavier Hutchinson for a really good pick. And I think the Nico Collins, right? He's the Nico Collins is on your guys' team. No, not, yeah. I think he's pretty solid.
He's yet to have 500 yards on a season.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also had Davis Mills and
it was Davis Mills,
Brandon Cooks, and
but he was leading target share when he was available. Okay. The Colts.
The Colts?
Yes. Is my mic doing the thing again?
No, you're good.
Okay.
B.
Colts are a B tier.
I think Colts are a B tier.
Explain. Michael Pittman Jr.
Alec
Isaiah
Pierce.
McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie. Dude, if Alec Pierce, I'm telling you what, dude. Alec Pierce could be the best receiver on that roster. I'm a firm believer in Alec Pierce. 41.5-inch vertical. He ran a 4.33 at the combine. He's 6'4". And he was actually pretty good in spurts last year as a rookie. Yeah, Titan, I know. All right, TF, I get it. Pittman's good. I'm not going to take that away from him. All right? But I am purely doing this based off the fact I think Alec Pierce is going to blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jeff, I think Alec Pierce is the best receiver on your roster, potential-wise. I wanted Jacksonville to draft him.
Yeah. The Tennessee Titans.
F.
Explain.
I don't even have to. It's just the Titans. They have Burks, who's an unproven rookie, and no one else.
Well, he's going into his second year.
Well, he was a rookie last year, but he's exactly, Jeff. You get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's Burks and then nobody. So, yeah.
99% of their reps have 3 tight ends in the field. So,
yeah. And that leaves us with the division winner last year, Jacksonville Jaguars. Where would you rate them on this tier?
A tier.
A tier?
A tier.
Okay. And why would you put them A tier?
Because we had a really good passing attack, and Christian Kirk had a really good season last year, and we added Calvin Ridley and Parker Washington, who I think is going to be really good for us this year as like a gadget player. And then Zay Jones hit a career year last year. Kirk had a career year. I just think with Trevor Lawrence at the helm and a better O-line, I think we're going to be good to go.
Yeah. Quick reminder, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button.
Do it.
To anybody who's watching. Trying to grow the channel.
We're growers, not showers, okay?
I'll give you a quick rundown of this list. I will make a pretty version of it and
Yes.
post it to the social medias later and give Isaiah the credit for it as per usual. S tier by itself, the Cincinnati Bengals. A tier, Dolphins, Jaguars. B tier, Chargers, Jets, Bills, Colts. C tier, Ravens, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, Texans. Steelers in the D tier. F tier, Patriots, Browns, Titans. That is the AFC rankings of the wide receiver room according to Isaiah DUUUVAL's finest. And now let's shift gears a little bit. Let's do a little bit of some.
TF said you give Jags an A too.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I mean,
TF.
they're significantly better. Where are we going? There we go.
I talk shit about your
Do a
Jags.
little bit of the King's Court.
But
All right.
So I'll regret. It's all right, Jeff. Hey, I'm here for you, buddy. I get it. I got you.
A little bit of the King's Court action.
Ooh.
Oh, welcome to the King's Court. From the division winner's perspective, which is what this King's Court is all about. So if in theory another team in the AFC South were to win, they would be having King's Court as a segment on their show.
But they won't, so fuck them. No, I'm kidding.
But for right now, it is the Jags' crown to wear.
I was just at Burger King earlier. I should have got a crown.
Eventually, I'll get good enough to have an overlay where I can just put one on.
Hell yeah!
But you know,
lightsabers died.
Not a doctor. It's fine.
Sad.
King's Court question 1.
Yes.
Who is the closest AFC South team to the Jaguars when it, other than the Jaguars, closest to the Jaguars in terms of being in a place to draft for depth rather than draft for need? Does that make sense? Or is that an illiterate?
It makes
question?
sense.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Texans.
Interesting. And why? What makes you say it's the Texans?
Potato, tomato, hill of mayo. Even TF said Texans. Nice. Because they've drafted a lot of really young players recently that are like turning out. Petrie, you got Damian Pierce, you got the left guard Green, who should be progressing this year. Tunsil's still there. I mean, he's going to be there a couple more years. They got CJ Stroud, who I think is the best quarterback from this draft class. They've got a lot of pieces now. They've got their wide receivers. You know, they got Xavier Hutchinson and Tank Dell, who are both rookies coming in. Nico Collins is still pretty young.
John Mechie's coming back.
John Mechie's coming back. Yes, sir. The Cancer Lancer. That boy beat it. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. The cornerbacks, Stingley, love Stingley. Hated him at LSU, but that's because I'm a Florida fan. But I think they're doing pretty well. They got hopefully what's his name, Christian, the linebacker,
Harris.
Christian Harris. Yeah, hopefully he can do a little bit better. I mean, you just picked up the boy, the man, the edge rushing guru out of Alabama. That man looking good.
Well,
we'll see. I was thank you. I was kind of fishing for that one.
I know.
No, I mean, Will Anderson he's going to be really good. I think that your D line itself could use a little bit of work. It sucks that Grenard never really turned out. He gets hurt all the time. And then, that's kind of the biggest need right now is your D line. But I would say overall, you're getting better.
Yeah.
It's not going to be you're not going to need a top 10 pick, next year. You'll probably get one, but not joking. We'll see. But
we traded our pick to the Colts, so we have a Brown pick.
But yeah, so we'll see. I think you guys are definitely the closest. I think then it's the Colts and then it's the Titans.
Okay. Question 2. From the Jags' perspective, no, I don't want to ask that one. I'm trying to think here. King's Court question. Who's the dark horse in the AFC? And why is it the Jaguars?
Because we're the best.
Because it was always the Jags?
It was always the Jags. I really have to. Dewey Wingert said it best. It was always the Jags. I just think that people still don't take us seriously as much as they should. I think that more people are, and the media is kind of. I mean, like even last year during our win streak, there were so many media people. Like only like one person would take us on game day, and people just Denver is the dark horse. Okay, cool.
In a literal sense.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I just don't think enough people are taking us serious yet. And I think that Trevor Lawrence, if he continues to improve just like he did last year and just continues to get better and actually has more weapons now, and I think too a really underrated pickup that we're going to have that people are going to look back on and say, like that was genius. Tank Bigsby out of Auburn. I think that him and Travis Etienne as a running back duo, I think they're going to be lethal. They're basically just as fast as each other, basically the same size. But I think Bigby's just a little more solid. And I think he's going to put on probably another like 5-10 pounds, but it's going to be really good. We're going to be able to run the ball well. We're going to be able to throw the ball. I think Anton Harrison's going to be a great pickup on that right side. Walker Little, I think he's going to keep his job. I don't think when Cam Robinson comes back, you take him off the field. I think you just trade Cam or move him into guard or something. I don't know. I think Cooper Hodges, he's a right tackle out of Appalachian State. I think he's going to compete at left guard with Ben Barch. And I think he could actually turn out they were a huge running offense. He's a fucking mauler. I think he could get in there eventually, but he'll probably be like a year 2, year 3, player if he plays.
Yeah. All right. Third and final question of the King's Court segment. What team in the AFC is a team you don't want to see in the playoffs as a Jags fan?
Titans, because I hate them.
I
know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the Chiefs in the divisional round again. Like if I'm playing the Chiefs, I want it to be an AFC Championship. Like I want it to be the last game to get there, because I don't want them to be the ones knocking us out early. I think if we would have played the Bills last year in the divisional, we would have gone to the AFC Championship, hands down. And then we'd either been playing the Bengals or the Chiefs, there, and that'd have been better. But the fact we got matched up with the Chiefs, who were the best team in the league last year, clearly, it sucks to meet them early in the playoffs.
Yeah. Is there a team that you already mentioned that you would have rather seen the Bills in the divisional round? Is there other teams that you would like to run into?
I mean the Bills. I mean even the Bengals. I mainly because I think the Bengals have a better overall roster, but I think that Andy Reid's a better coach than Zach Taylor. Andy Reid's still the best at scheming up wins out of any coach in the league. And yeah, I mean it's just him and the problem is him and Peterson go way back, and so they know each other because they are each other in a sense, but Reid's still the master. But Bengals, Bills, seeing the Ravens in the wild card or divisional would be nice because they suck. It's just really I would like to see any team besides the Chiefs early in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I think that pretty much anybody in the South could agree if they ended up squeaking into the playoffs. Those are the teams you want to avoid. Let's move on to Would You Rather, one of our favorite segments here. And I just learned the other day that actually Rich Eisen does this too. Thanks, Titan Fox, for informing me.
Thanks, TF.
By the way, we got to get you on sometime, TF.
Yeah, TF. I hope you're not ugly. But you probably are because you're a Titans fan.
Jesus.
Kidding. Blake's pretty beautiful. So,
Would you rather Trevor Lawrence be up for an MVP, or be up for the MVP, or what's the corner you guys have? Campbell?
oh yeah, Tyson Campbell.
Or Tyson Campbell wins Defensive Player of the Year?
Tyson Campbell win Defensive Player of the Year.
You take that over Lawrence giving MVP performance?
I don't give a fuck about MVPs. Man, tell me the last time the MVP won the Super Bowl the same year.
Last year.
Did Patrick Mahomes get MVP?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Listen here, buddy. Name a time before that.
That was the first time. But yeah, I'm questioning it, but yeah.
Yeah. Like, how many times has Rodgers won MVP? Never once while winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't really care about MVP, honestly. I think that it's a popularity contest, and
Yeah.
I don't really care about that.
It was Mahomes. All right, fair. That's fair. Would you rather Shad Khan sell the team, or would you rather he keep the team and move them to London forever?
Sell the team.
Really?
Yep, 100%.
You don't want to. You want to be a fan of a London-based team?
Absolutely not.
For what?
Rather kill myself.
Jesus.
Throw their tea in the harbor.
Have another teapot.
Yeah.
All right, fair. Would you rather some of the younger, more athletic professional wrestlers at AEW try out for the Jacksonville Jaguars, or would you rather some of the more fringe players on the Jacksonville Jaguars try out for AEW?
Fringe players try out for AEW.
Who would you like to see?
Deshaun Dixon out of Norfolk State. He's like the same size as Trayvon Walker. He's just not as athletic.
Okay.
He's like 6'5", like 270, 280. That'd be freaking sweet. Dude's jacked.
All right. I'm trying to think here. Would you rather beat the Chiefs in the divisional round, or beat the Titans in the okay, hold on. Beat the Chiefs in the divisional round, or beat the Titans for the division crown?
Chiefs divisional round, because Titans suck in the playoffs.
Damn. Fucking cooked them. You didn't have to do them like that, but you did. You did that. That was you. Fuck. You smell that, guys? Titans just got cooked. It wasn't even fair. They didn't even see it coming. Titan Fox just leaving dots in the chat.
Brutal. Titan Fox said brutal. Good old TF.
Okay. Would you rather wake up with a snake in your bed,
Ooh.
or
I do every morning, baby.
or walk outside and have a
so
tarantula jump on you?
What type of snake are we talking here?
Something poisonous. You know what? Fuck it. It's one of those the problems that y'all got in the Everglades. One of those big ass snakes.
Look, I 100% will take a poisonous snake in my bed, because poisonous snakes don't exist.
What?
Venomous snakes exist.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's go. Loophole.
No.
Tarantula.
You would take a tarantula?
Oh yeah, 100%.
For what?
Because they're not toxic to humans.
But they're fucking large.
They're not that big, honestly.
Tarantulas are way too big.
You're thinking of a Goliath walker.
I know.
Goliath bird eater.
I've seen them. Those are significantantly larger.
Yeah,
but
no, tarantulas aren't that big. They're like the size of your hand. Like it's like a
yeah,
little,
that's too. I have a
like a little
large.
teacup chihuahua.
No, fuck that. Death to all spiders.
So cute, walking around all furry and shit. You're like, oh, where's your little buddy?
No. I don't like either one of the options, honestly.
The Titans fan loves snakes. What a surprise! Sorry. It's a different time. My done is gone.
DUUUVAL. I haven't been practicing, but I've been practicing.
I can tell.
Right. Well, I don't really have any more would you rathers. Do you have one?
Would you rather get swept by the Jags but still go to the playoffs, or sweep the Jags and still go to the playoffs?
Well, I think the logical answer, sweep the Jags.
Just imagine if someone was like, I'd rather get swept and still go to the playoffs. Like, what? Revenge. It's a revenge story. No.
Take him on in the playoffs. Can't get us 3 times, mother.
Yeah, it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Oh, man. Okay. That's not bad.
That's really all I got.
All right. Titan Fox, Cody, Robert, Jeffrey.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Anybody else in here that I didn't scream at yet?
Anyone else?
Hello?
Hello?
No. Okay. To everybody who's watching, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, hit 1,000 subscribers. We're at 350 the time of this podcast. Isaiah, thank you for your time.
351.
Folks, thank you for joining us. And most of all, be good people.